All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. I wanted to get into a quick lesson, on desiring the sincere milk. With that being said, I'm going to get straight into it. This is 1 Peter 2, verse 2. It says, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. Now, that word sincere, Salaki, that word sincere goes back to pure. That's what it means. Desire the pure milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. And it says as newborn babes, because I have a newborn babe, and that's what inspired this lesson. And the baby is constantly drinking the milk. All it do is sleep and wake up and cry because it's hungry or use the bathroom, but it's constantly wanting more milk, and you start to see that it's growing. It grows quickly, and that's the only food that it's getting right now is the milk, So it says, as newborn babes, you just being born, because we all supposed to be born again in this truth. Because the ways of this world is, and the knowledge of this world is corrupt. So everything you think you got to be born again. It says desire, which that means to long for or crave that. So you're supposed to crave it, and that's what the babies do. Newborn babies, they crave that milk, constantly wanting some milk, man. It says the sincere, I said, is honest, true, unfalsified, undiluted or unadulterated, that the pure milk. It says that's what it pure is, undiluted, man. It says of the word that's pertaining to this truth, this word, the word of the Heavenly Father, that ye may grow thereby or increase or develop, until and we supposed to increase and grow into our salvation, man. Now, as I was doing this lesson, I was thinking about it. I was researching a little bit, and I found this article. It says pure milk therefore be defined as that which comes directly from the source and provides nourishment that produces growth. Now, when we read out of the word, that is coming directly from the source. When we read out of these scriptures, it's coming directly from the source, man. The word of the Heavenly Father. And that's our foundation. That's why this milk is our foundation, man. Let me go to that real quick. I want to read something out of it. And this article is called "What is the Sincere Milk of the Word?" It says Apostle Calvin's Franklin's BiblePlace.com. But it was a certain point in there that I wanted to read. All right. It says a mother's milk is untouched by the world and can only be corrupted by what the mother takes into her body. Not only does the mother's milk provide nourishment, it also provides the baby with natural antibodies that helps to protect it from germs and illnesses. Now, this out of this word is unadulterated, it's untouched by the world. All the philosophies of the world is the scriptures is untouched, man. It's pure. It's from the source, the creator himself, man. And what it says, this is able to protect us from the germs or illnesses, because the other philosophies, that's what makes us sick, man. And we want to be whole. We want to be perfect, man. We want to be separate and holy as the Lord is holy, man. It says, furthermore, the Holy Spirit had me to consider man's alternative to the sincere milk of the woman to gain additional insights. Today, in our modern world, man has created formula to replace mother's milk. With names like Enfamil and Similac, formula provides an alternative nourishment source to the mother's milk. Formula serves as a quick, convenient replacement that relieves the mother from the requirement to be constantly available to nurse their children. These replacements are formulated by some man in some laboratory and filled with what man thinks is best for the nourishment of a baby. That the shortcomings of that formula is exact So like the shortcomings of formula is that man lacks the ability to exactly replicate the mother's nutritional milk, and more importantly, formula lacks the natural antibodies that a mother's body provides to protect the baby from germs and illnesses. Now, that's spiritual, because it says what? Man, basically that's the GMO milk, man. You know? So, let me get this. I think it's, yeah, basically that's GMO milk. It's not pure, man. It's diluted, and it's made in a laboratory. Which Esau, they think that they have they how you gonna try to, they trying to correct the Most High's plans, man. They trying to correct His creation. Like he didn't do a perfect job when He first created it. You know, they want to make formula, and which they want to give you a new they trying to give you their doctrine, and their doctrine is the thing that's making us sick, man. You know, because you see the other nations, they can live off of that, but us, we are sick from it, man. When we go away from the true word, we get sick, man, and we die. Right. All right. This is Matthew 5 verse 6. It says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." Right. So you're supposed to hunger and thirst after righteousness and nothing else, man. You know? I wanted something else. But I can't find it right now. But basically, you know, them that are filled now, they gonna hunger later, man. You know, because they don't have the true milk that's gonna help them to live and to survive. You know. Let me get a couple more scriptures. Yeah, this is okay, Hebrews 5 verse 12. It says, For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not strong meat. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. And there's nothing wrong with being a babe, man. You born again. You're a proselyte. You're a newly converted Christian, so to speak. Newly converted Israelite turning into your religion, man. You know, so you need milk, man. You need the foundational scriptures, man. That's gonna help you stand. That's gonna be able to protect you from these false doctrines, man. The winds. You see? You don't need strong milk right now, because you're gonna bug yourself out. Everything's done in the balance, man. You know? Let me get 1 Corinthians. Right. That's why, hey man, you're not on the level as the apostles and stuff that's been laboring in the word, which they can handle more things, man. You know? And you're not leaning because it like the infamous so-called rape doctrine. You know, that's meat, because people choke off of that, man. You're not supposed to feed a babe with that. You wasn't ready for that, man. Or you just non-stop studying with no balance, man. You're gonna get too proud, man. Just worry about the milk scriptures, man, that you can to grow thereby, man. That you grow up and then you start to understand the spiritual things. This is what this is what Paul says. This is 1 Corinthians 3 verse 1. It says, "And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach." See, so he ain't speak heavily spiritual things. He spoke carnal things because they was newly converted. They didn't know the spiritual things like that. You know, Scripture say if he told you worldly things you understand, not how can you understand spiritual things, man? It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able. For ye are yet carnal, for ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men? See? So you carnal, you just coming out of this world. You still got that old man on you. You got to purge that thing, but it's a process, man. You know? Because, hey, envyings, divisions, strife, that comes from them false doctrines, the stuff that we learned in this world. You know? And that's, you got to understand, you don't know it, man. You don't got it. You know? That's what this whole thing is about. You're supposed to seek the Heavenly Father 10 times more and return it to him. You can't lean upon your own understanding, man. All right? This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 30, verse 8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. That's what you should desire. You don't want vanity and lies, man. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Feed me with food convenient for me, man. So you asking the Heavenly Father to remove that, because he's the one that's going to direct you in the way of truth and righteousness, man. Feed me with food convenient for me, man. You know? Because your thoughts is not the Heavenly Father's thoughts. He's higher than us. And he knows what you need and what you can take, man. And what you can bear. So that's what you're supposed to ask the Heavenly Father. Feed me with food convenient for me, man. And right, if you're a babe, you need that milk. Don't try to go above. The scriptures tell you to seek not out things that's too high for thee, man. You know? Here's Isaiah. Uh, 28. I think, yeah, 28 and 9. Yeah, it says, whom shall I teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. So the ones he's gonna teach knowledge, and the ones that's gonna understand doctrine is the ones that are weaned from the milk. You know, because you got to be born again. You see? Let me get since I said that. You got to be born again, man. As the scriptures say, precept upon precept. That's how you learn the scriptures, man. You know, this is not no ordinary book. It's a puzzle, man. And that's why you must be taught. You have need that one may teach you again. This is Matthew 18, verse 3. It says, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. See? So you have to become as a child, man. You got to be first converted and then become as a child, man. Be born again, which means you got to kill off that old man. You have to die to this world and the things that's in this world, man, because it's all lies. It's an illusion. All right. Let me get, since I'm already here, I'm gonna get 2 Timothy 3, verse 5. No, that's not it. Right. Verse 2 Timothy 3, verse 13. Now verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. See, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, because you have the ones that taught you again was being taught straight from the source. And it's the truth. And it says, so basically knowing of whom thou hast learned them, ultimately it's from the Lord, man. And it says, and from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach. So from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation, man. So you need this for salvation, man. And from a child, you know, because we were supposed to be taught this thing since we since we was young. But guess what? The way it is now, we have to be we're coming back into our culture, man, if you will, our heritage. All right. I don't want to make this thing too long. Yeah, I was going back. I wanted to get this scripture because, like I said, the newborn babes, man. That's what they love, the milk, man. And that's how we supposed to be in this truth. All right. This is I think it's yeah. Hey, hey, this is the woman, right? So Proverbs 5 verse 18, it says, let the fountain be blessed, let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. See? And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? See? So you supposed to, this woman, you know, this woman is the good woman, the right woman for you, man. The strange woman is going to teach you strange things and make your heart go astray, man. You see? And you're supposed to know, you know, you're supposed to know which things was false and what's not. That's why you got to learn the scriptures, man. Got a couple more and I'm going to close. This is Joel 2, verse 16. It says, gather the people, sanctify the congregation, or cleanse the congregation. Assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breast. Let the bridegroom go forth of his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. Let the priests, the ministers of Yahweh, weep between the porch and the altar, and let them say, spare thy people, O Yahweh, and give not thine heritage to reproach, that the heathen should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their power? So that's what we're supposed to gather the people, and we're supposed to sanctify them. That's what we're doing. We're supposed to be teaching, you know, and we teaching each other, and we also teaching the ones that's not yet in the fold, man. That's a part of the elect, you know. This is got let's see, Second Esdras 2. No, Second Esdras 8, verse 10. It says, for thou hast commanded out of the parts of the body, that is to say, out of the breast, milk to be given, which is the fruit of the breast, that the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till thou disposest it to thy mercy. And what's the thing that's fashioned? And that's the child, man. You know? Until, what it say? Till thou disposest it to thy mercy. Thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness, and nourished it in thy law, and reformest it with thy judgment. See? So the words, that's what we're supposed to know, and that's how we've been nourished and reformed. Look, it said thou nourished it in thy law. So that's what's nourished us. That's what makes us strong, man. And reformest it with thy judgment, and thou shalt mortify it as thy creature, and quicken it as thy work. See? So we being quickened as the Lord's work, man. We being formed by his hands all over again. You know, we coming out of the dust, that confused state, man, from these scriptures. You see? Now I'm going to start closing the same chapter I started with. This is, yeah. Bear with me. Okay. No, that's can't. Okay, yeah. It's saying, First Peter 1 verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart, fervently, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High, which liveth and abideth forever. See? So you supposed to be born again, not of corruptible seed, not of the philosophies and stuff of this world, but of incorruptible, of the truth, the power source, the word from the source himself, man. That's incorruptible. You know? Because the Heavenly Father is immortal. You see? Yeah. By the word of the Most High, which liveth and abideth forever. And that's what we aspire to be, man. We aspire for immortality. Our hope is in immortality, man. You know? That's going to be able to save us in that day, man. You know? But, you know, that's pretty much all I got. Just a quick lesson. With that being said, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to all the hopeful elect that's pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. You know, to the hopeful elect. You know, till next time I say shalom.